Picking a homeschool curriculum was one of the most daunting decisions I had to make at the beginning of our homeschool journey. Hi guys, welcome back to our homeschool channel. If you're new here, my name is Jackie and I'm a homeschooling mom of 3. Today, I would like to share with you 10 things to consider before picking your homeschool curriculum. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe, to give us a thumbs up, and to click the notification bell to get alerts of when we post new videos. My first criteria was that the curriculum had to be user-friendly and easy to understand. I was new to homeschooling and starting with kindergartners, and I did not want anything that was going to be complicated and difficult to get into. I wanted it to have smooth sailing from the start, just comfortable and easy to get into, easy to understand, so that I would have my confidence as a homeschool mom boosted. Number 2 was that it had to be a comprehensive curriculum. We wanted a program that covered several subjects. We were not interested in having to pick different subjects from different programs. We just wanted that cohesiveness of everything coming from the same program, and thus it's kind of flowing together well. So the curriculum we ended up with has about 7+ subjects. So that was really a bonus for us and a deciding factor. We were looking for a curriculum that was customizable. It had to be one that we could scale up or down. We knew that our kids were different and they all learn differently, and yet we wanted a curriculum that we could adapt to each child based on their learning abilities and styles. So that was important for us to make sure that it was not going to box us in where it just comes with one size fits all. We wanted to be able to change it up based on how our kids were progressing in the program. The other thing we considered was longevity. We wanted to get into a curriculum and stick with it all the way to high school if possible. So we wanted a program that was strong at all levels. We wanted it to work for a kindergartner and then work for elementary and also work for high school and have the same strong characteristics from get-go, so that we didn't have to be forced to pull out at a certain level. We wanted a curriculum that had good customer service, good customer support, where if you're ordering books, you can be able to talk to somebody and they can actually guide you as to what books you needed when, because different subjects have multiple books. So I needed to know that if we're doing history, I should get book A but not book B. So I needed that guidance and support from the program authors, and to know that if we had questions going into the next year or about the current year with the information we were working with, that we could be able to reach a person and actually have our questions answered. After looking around online for a little bit about different homeschool programs, we found that it was really important to have a community, a local community body that actually meets together weekly. So we were not going to be isolated. Like, we had the choice of doing the program on our own at home or doing it in a community with other families, meeting with other families and going over the material together. So that became a really important factor in deciding which curriculum we were going to go with. We wanted to be able to talk to other people that were walking the journey with us in the same program, and encourage them and also get their encouragement, especially since we were new. So having a community can be really, really positive, and it has been for us. One of the main goals why we homeschool is because of our faith, because we wanted to teach our children our beliefs and our faith ourselves at home, of course with the help of the church and other friends and families and different programs, but we wanted to be the primary teachers of our faith to our children. So we wanted to pick a curriculum that had a biblical worldview. We wanted a program that was going to support what we were teaching our kids about what we believed in. We didn't want to introduce controversial information that gets slipped into different programs at a very tender age before our children knew how to defend what they believe. So that was really key, and it actually was number one on my list, although I don't list it in that order in this video. Like anything else that we buy, we wanted a program that was affordable and had good value for money. We didn't want it especially to get more expensive as we progressed into higher grades. We wanted the books and the labs and whatever else is involved to still be within our reach. We were looking for a program that had been around for a while, had been tested and proven to be true, that it had graduated some students out of it. It had a big community. It had forums out there of real people that you could talk to and hear their stories and experiences with the program, that it was well documented, that had a history of just good reviews, of good education, of transforming our kids, teaching them actually. And lastly, I didn't know this, but I actually wanted a classical program. I knew that I wanted a program that was rich in the arts, that taught music and the history of music, that taught about composers and orchestra, that taught poems and the history of the poetry, the writers, the different periods that the poetry is coming from, instruments, different instruments. I wanted my kids to experience that. I just didn't know that it came in this package called classical. Now, classical education is not just about the arts, but it is definitely rich in the arts, and I wanted my kids to experience that because I grew up with a little bit of that. So I just wanted them to have an appreciation for orchestra and for music and for poetry, for different instruments. And so we just happened to find this program, Classical Conversations, and it had all these things that I have just listed. One of the biggest sellers for me about Classical Conversations was that it provides a free, keyword free, training for all parents in the summer, a free 3-day training for homeschooling parents in the summer. I was like, who does that? Like, they're not charging us? Nope, not a penny. You come and you attend these trainings for free, and they equip you to be a better homeschooling parent to your own child. So those are the 10 things that we considered when we were searching for our homeschool curriculum. I hope this video helped you if you're on that journey, and I hope we give you some food for thought, some things to consider, and some guidance. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, to give us a thumbs up, and to click the notification bell so that you will know when we post new videos. Thanks guys, and see you in the next video.